Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel where I teach lessons from the textbook Indian Economic Development useful for students of class 11th and 12th who are studying economics, and this is chapter number 7, employment. You can check out my channel where in the first video I explained about the basic terms of employment. In the second video I explained about employment and data regarding the Indian economy. In this video we'll try to learn something about unemployment and the causes of unemployment. So, the question for this video is, what is unemployment? Unemployment can be defined as a situation where a person is willing and able to do work at the existing wage rates but is not able to get any job. Which means a person is willing, there is willingness and there is ability, but even after having willingness and ability, there is no opportunity or there is no suitable wage rate where the capability can be tested. And so this kind of situation where willingness and ability is not provided an opportunity is called as unemployment. In order to count or measure unemployment in India, we have basically three institutions. The first one is the census, the second one is the National Sample Survey Organization, and the third one is the Directorate General of Employment and Training. These are the three institutions which give us the data about employment and unemployment in the Indian economy. First of all, we should understand the types of unemployment. The first one is disguised employment, where there is actually a job available, but more people are employed than the people required, which means that the marginal output of the additional workers is zero. Let me try to explain this by giving you an example. To fit a tire, it takes only one mechanic. It takes only one mechanic to fit a tire or to replace a tire. But instead of that, if you employ 5 people to replace one single tire, it will be actually only one person replacing and the remaining 4 whose marginal output will be actually zero, which means the remaining 4 will be useless. The payment will be basically the same for one tire replacement and it will be shared by the 5 people, which means the work was done by one and the amount of salary or the amount of reward will be shared by 5. Even though the remaining 4 people did not provide any output, did not provide any additional input, still those people will be paid. That is called as disguised employment, where it seems that people are employed, but in actuality there is no output from these people. That is called as disguised employment, and this exists in mostly majority of Indian organizations because of lack of planning. The second one is seasonal unemployment. This is basically unemployment in certain seasons. For example, the agricultural season from June to August or to October will allow people to work, but after the season is over, these people or these laborers will be unemployed. The same thing happens with fishery season. During the rainy season and during the fish breeding season, they will be unemployed. And so based on the season, the type of employment you choose will have a particular seasonal unemployment, which means you will not be employed all throughout the year. For the entire year's food, you will have to work for 3 months or 6 months or sometimes 9 months. And so the third type of unemployment is open unemployment. No matter what the season, no matter what your ability, capability or intelligence, you are not able to get a job at all. So these are the three kinds of unemployment, that is disguised unemployment, seasonal unemployment and open unemployment. Now we'll move towards the causes of unemployment in India. The first one is slow economic growth rate. Since there is very less growth recorded in agriculture, industry and tertiary sector, it means there is less opportunity for people to showcase their talent. And because of this, this is not able to match the population rate. The number of people who are there in the economy are not getting opportunities because there are more number of people than the number of opportunities. The second one is population explosion, that is increase in dependent population. As I told you, dependent population refers to those people who are old, children below 14 or differently abled and so on. So what happens is that the pressure increases on the labor force and the workforce, and because of increasing number of mouths to feed, we do not have proper opportunities. The third one is underdeveloped agriculture. Agriculture is still using primitive technology, faulty methods, more than necessary employees or marginal laborers, which results in disguised employment. And there is very, very less ownership of land. Land is still concentrated in very few hands. Because of these causes, agriculture is not developing, and since there is very slow rate of development in agriculture, there is very, very less employment opportunities. If there is mechanization of agriculture, if there is better techniques, there is a possibility that more and more people with semi-skilled and skilled intentions can also try to develop agriculture. The fourth is defective education system. Our education system is basically based on teaching theory, and we do not teach the technical aspects of life. It is very, very necessary that education should also concentrate on vocational and job based skills. The problem is that we learn a lot of theory, and we are graduates in theory, but we are not able to bring that skill in our jobs, and that is why we have a defective education system, which is going to affect India in the long run. The fifth one is slow industrial growth. When industry grows slow, automatically there is very, very less opportunity, especially for educated youth, because even after spending a lot of time and money in education, the industrial sector is not able to provide sufficient number of jobs. The next cause for unemployment in India is decline of cottage and small scale industries. Because of excessive competition with large scale industries and the neglect by the government, so many small scale industries and cottage industries in the villages have shut down, and because of this, a lot of people have lost their jobs. The seventh cause for unemployment is faulty planning. First of all, there is no control of migration from India to other countries. There is no intense incentive for labor intensive technology in rural areas. There is lack of rural development, and infrastructure has been stunted or stagnant in India. Because of these causes, you can understand that there is lack of planning at the government level, at the grassroots level. And because of these causes, there is lack of opportunities for jobs in India. The next cause is low capital formation. Since there is a restriction on the flow of money and investment, especially from the RBI, since they are the ones who are having very, very tough policies for credit in India, it restricts the flow of investments. And whenever there are low investments or low capital invested or low businesses started, there will be less jobs created. And so it is very, very necessary that money should be constantly flowing so that more and more businesses are created, so that more and more jobs are created. And finally, the last cause for unemployment in India is improper management of schemes. We have already studied about employment schemes in the chapter poverty, chapter number 4. You can refer my videos. So those schemes have been very, very poorly managed. Many schemes have been shut down, and there is no continuity. And because of corruption, the existing schemes also are redundant or useless. And so this is why there is improper management of schemes, and because of that, there is very, very less job creation in India. So once again, a quick recap of the causes of unemployment in India. The first cause was slow economic growth rate, where all the three sectors, primary, secondary and tertiary, are growing very slowly. The second one was population explosion, more number of mouths to feed and more dependent population, which increases the pressure on the labor and workforce. We have underdeveloped agriculture due to faulty techniques, which does not create more job opportunities. We have defective education system, which concentrates only on theory and does not focus on vocational, technical and job related skills. We have slow industrial growth which does not create opportunities for educated youth. We have the decline of cottage and small scale industries, which has resulted in many rural people losing their jobs. We have faulty planning, which has resulted because of improper management. We have low capital formation, where the money flow in the economy has been restricted. And then we have improper management of schemes, poverty alleviation and employment schemes, because of neglect by the administration. So these are the causes of unemployment in India. There are many more causes. I've explained only a few. So with that, we come to the end of this video. You can check out my channel, where in the first video I explained about the basic terms of employment. The second video explained about employment and the data with regard to Indian economy. In this video, I explained about unemployment and its causes. Stay tuned for the next video, where I'll explain about employment generation efforts taken care by the government. Thank you so much for staying tuned till now. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe so that many more students may benefit. Stay educated and stay safe.